That's the class. That was continuing to, that was the, we're continuing to trial on Edward Stanchelski.
That's good. You're on.
Okay, unless there was something that needed to be addressed on the record, they were free to go.
Your Honor, can I ask a quick question? Oh,
Yes.
so last time we were here, there was some confusion over a potential trial date because of the holidays and the days that juries would be available. So Mr.
December
Ring informed me
20th.
December 20th, but I thought that was a no-go. Could you let me know what day we are scheduled for trial?
Yeah, but did we check with administration about when they're calling the jury? No. Yeah, they don't, there's certain days they will not call a jury. That's why I don't know. I mean, they're gonna have to be in January. So they're gonna have to be in January. Yeah, this one was probably gonna have to be moved to January because I think we already have one on the 20th. And the other one has an older case number. Yeah, way older. Yeah, it's a way older case number anyways. So let's just give you a new date now.
Okay, that would be wonderful for subpoenas. I would appreciate that.
January 30th. January 30th. January 30th work.
Let's check here. January 30th. Oh, my fault. Yes, we will make that work.
Okay, January 30th at 8 o'clock in the morning. For trial on that matter. Anything else today?
Nothing from defense.
Thank you. You're all set.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. You said what? Yeah, no trials on the 20th. I was gonna say, the docket that's on my desk. They won't call on a jury down certain weeks. Huh? On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Harvey Jesse Lee Edwards, file number 22-02322 SD, counsel appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gidget James on behalf of Mr. Harvey Edwards, who's also present by Zoom.
Hey, Mr. Edwards, how are you? You're muted, sir. Mr. Edwards, can you unmute your device, please?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Now, could
How
you
are you,
repeat?
sir?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Doing okay myself. Today was a date and time set for sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report that's dated for October 31st, 2022. Ms. James, did you get a copy of that?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
You've had an opportunity to review that with your client?
Yes, I have.
Any need to make changes, updates, or deletions?
Your Honor, I just have one update. On page 3 of the report, paragraph 4, where it talks about employment data. Mr. Edwards is no longer employed at Capital City Soul Food. He was laid off, but he is actively seeking another job.
Okay, I'll update that portion of the report. Any other changes?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. We can proceed to allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I respectfully ask the court to adopt the recommendations in the PSI. Mr. Edwards has accepted full responsibility for this. He was candid with me and also with the investigator in the report. He acknowledges that he has struggled with various substances most of his adult life. His actions on the day of this incident are inexcusable. I was candid with him, very frank. He made a very dumb decision to use heroin and then drive his mother and his young nephew. I think it was very, very careless. He understands that. The results could have been far, far worse than they are. Mr. Edwards, he's extremely upset with himself because when this happened, he had been sober for quite some time and had a relapse, ran into the wrong people, fell under the influence. That definitely does not excuse what happened here in any form. I've discussed with Mr. Edwards, he's an older gentleman. It's never too late to make changes. If that's what he wants to do, if he makes his own mind up, I still think that he can live a productive and sober life. He has did it for significant periods throughout his adult life. So again, I'm respectfully asked the court to adopt the recommendation. I think that he would benefit hugely from outpatient treatment and any other treatment and classes that the court deems is appropriate. And Mr. Edwards would also like to address the court.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards.
Yes, Your Honor. I'd just like to apologize to the courts. And I had a relapse, and I just want to say I'm back on the right track again, and I'm going to try to continue. And I have a lot of support.
What kind of support is that, sir?
I got family, and I'm still going to group. My wife, still going to some meetings, NA meetings.
I've had an opportunity to review the pre-sentencing report, the recommendation, as well as a copy of your prior criminal history, and as indicated by your attorney, it's evident to the court this is an issue that you grappled with in the past, sir. I see more than one conviction relative to the use of substances similar to the one used in the alleged incident. It looks like you did have a period of time in which you didn't have any engagement in the court with the court, but then you have this incident. So this is not an isolated incident, but something that maybe you thought you had under control, and then somewhere along the line you lost that control. The report opines that you scored at a moderate low risk overall, but you had a moderate high risk in leisure activities. Said that you would benefit from some oversight and then also some outpatient substance abuse treatment until the court, based on the current incident and your prior criminal history and the representations that you've made to the court today, agrees with the recommendation. I will adopt it. I'll sentence you to a term of 12 months probation. While on probation, there's a $30 per month oversight fee that you would be responsible for. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You also are going to be ordered to attend a 12-step program and provide verification. To your probation officer, I'm also going to order that you participate in outpatient substance abuse treatment, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to order that you obtain some more employment and provide verification to probation as well, okay?
Your Honor, could I make a suggestion right quick?
You want to make it a suggestion to me?
Yeah,
I'm not here for your suggestions.
I mean, could I make a comment right quick to you? Sorry
Oh,
about
you
that.
absolutely can make a comment.
Yeah, I was, my shoulders, I was on disability for my shoulders, so I couldn't work a 40 hours job. I just had to try to work part-time, and I'm not promised to work part-time. I probably couldn't even do part-time that much.
I didn't order you to have full-time employment.
Oh, okay.
I just say you need to be employed.
All right.
Idle time is the devil's time.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the order of the court. But thank you for providing that information. And to the extent that you're unable to work because you're deemed otherwise to be disabled, you can provide that information to probation. But what we can't have is you just sitting around during this probationary period, not using your time productively. That's A. B, there's also some fines and costs you're gonna have to pay, and I don't know how you're gonna pay them if you're not employed. Okay, sir?
Okay, Your Honor, I got one more thing. Besides sitting around, Your Honor, I take my mom to her doctor's appointments and stuff, and take her to pay her bills and stuff. So I'm pretty active with my mom. She's like 83, so she really don't like driving. So I'm pretty active with her.
That's good. That's good, sir. You're gonna be active for yourself too, though, okay?
I understand.
Okay. Okay, while we're on probation, you're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're not to use, purchase, or possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind. You're also not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, marijuana, or a controlled substance unless you have a valid prescription. You understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to be required to submit to random preliminary breath tests and or urinalysis. You need to pay the fees associated with that as well, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not to be at any bars or any nightclubs while you're on probation. Do you have any questions about the probationary term, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fines and costs. There's a $75 crime victim rights fee that will be assessed. There's also a $50 state minimum cost that will be assessed. You owe $232.79 to the Lansing Police Department for responding to this incident. Excuse me?
How do I owe $230 for them responding to the incident? They never was at the incident.
Did you undergo a drug test at all on this?
Yes, I did at the hospital.
How did you get to the hospital, sir?
Paramedics.
I have an OWI cost recovery owed to the Lansing Police Department for responding to this incident, which would include making sure you had a drug test. I'm trying to understand why you don't know that the police responded to this, sir.
I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it. I thought if anybody I should owe would be the paramedics.
Yeah, I see here in the police report, the Lansing Fire Department responded. However, the Michigan State Police was the one who had to collect your blood.
That wasn't the Michigan, it was the Lansing police.
Excuse me, Mr. Edwards. We talked about this. The Michigan State Police showed up to the hospital where you had the blood draw. That is the cost recovery.
Oh, okay. Shit is
Okay.
crazy.
You owe $232.79 for OWI cost recovery. Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
12 months of probation is $360. I'm gonna assess a fine of $300. Total of $1,017.79. You'll be making monthly payments on that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about your fines and costs?
No.
Okay, you'll be in contact with the probation department so that they can go over this order and they will have you review and sign it. And then you'll get your report date and information so that you can get started on your probation. Okay, sir?
Okay, Your Honor, I just, I'm at another address too, Your Honor.
Okay, what's your address?
My address is 1612 Martin Street, Lansing, Michigan, 48910.
Is your telephone number the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I also have an advice of rights for probation early discharge. It advises here that you have been sentenced to a term of probation in the 54A District Court. The probation conditions have been individually tailored and are specific to address your assessed risks and needs. Except for in cases of domestic violence, criminal sex crime, stalking offenses, or an offense where the defense was guilty but mentally ill was asserted, you may be eligible for early discharge from probation. You have the following rights. You have the right to request early discharge from probation once you have completed half of the original term ordered by the judge. Your probation officer may, but is not required to, file a notice with the judge once you become eligible for early discharge. The probation officer must send to you and the prosecuting attorney a copy of the notice. The prosecuting attorney has 14 days from receipt of that notice to file any written objection to early discharge. You may request early discharge from probation after meeting the following conditions. A, you have completed all the required programming, and B, you have not violated your probation status within the 90 days preceding your request. You must send a copy of your request to your probation officer and to the prosecuting attorney, and the prosecuting attorney would have 14 days from the receipt of your request to file written notice of objection to early discharge. If a hearing is scheduled to address your request, you would need to hire or retain an attorney. You do not have the right to court-appointed counsel for any hearing to address early probation discharge. Lastly, you may make your request for early discharge by completing a notice regarding eligibility for early discharge. That's also called the MC 512 form. That's located on the court website. Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about that? Right, sir?
No, I don't.
Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you and good luck to you, sir.
Yeah.
Abby, is this your first one? What's your second one? Okay, sounds good. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Rolando Robert Lewis. File number 22-00606 SD, council appearance.
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Michael Cronkite appearing on behalf of Rolando Reese, and I see that he is also on the Zoom call with us.
Okay, very good. Good morning. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm good.
Okay, today with the date and time set for sentencing, I do have a pre-sentence report. It was prepared back on November 9, 2022. Mr. Cartwright, did you get a copy of that, and have you reviewed that with your client?
I do have a copy of it. I've been able to share that with my client. My client and I have both gone through it, and I would report to the court that we have no corrections, additions, or deletions.
Okay, you can proceed with allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I think that the report is well put together and accurate, and we are asking the court to abide by the recommendations herein. I do have some additional allocation, but I'll be relatively brief. I would report to the court that my client, as stated in the report, is working at Myers, where he has worked for the last 3+ years. He's a family man. He continues to raise his children in Ingham County and continues to be contributing to the needs of his family and so forth. He reports to me he's not had any alcohol whatsoever since the night of the arrest, which is now almost exactly a year ago. The report indicated prior use of marijuana. He reports to me that he also has, by his decision, abstained from any use of marijuana. That probably also was a bond condition, but frankly, I didn't check that. But so that he has been clean of all substances for the last year, and is looking forward to maintaining that as a commitment in life. I find my client genuine and sincere when he indicates that he is remorseful, that he recognizes that he has made in this incident a significant error in judgment by committing the crime that he was found guilty of, and choosing to get behind the wheel. It was certainly difficult circumstances, but I don't think that that in any way excuses his behavior, nor does he think that. So I think that my client clearly understands the mistake that he made and why he needs to make better choices in the future. And all indications are he's doing that now. And I think that we have as good a chance in this case as any that I have handled over the years of not seeing this gentleman back in your court again. So thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Reese, did you want to make a statement before the court?
You know, I had my circumstances of why I did get behind the wheel, and it wasn't something that, you know, there's no excuse for it. You know, I'm putting my kids through a lot, going through all this process. So I don't look forward to making the same mistake again, even though I made it twice. I know I have, but before was when I was younger, and now it's just, it put me in a place where, you know, I don't like to have my kids in this kind of situation. So I'm willing to receive, you know, my actions, take action for my actions. I know I did wrong, and I'm sorry. I'm just willing. I'm just ready to own up to it, Your Honor.
I reviewed the pre-sentence report, reviewed your criminal history, I reviewed the police report. And even here today, both you and your attorney continue to mention the circumstances under which you got behind the wheel of a car with a 0.19 blood alcohol level. There's absolutely no circumstances that warrant that. You put yourself at risk, you put others on the road at risk. You're putting people's life in your hand when you think that because you've put yourself in a position where a fight breaks out, that means that you can operate a motor vehicle with that amount of alcohol in your system. And obviously, based on the facts of the underlying incident, you weren't in a position of safety, and you put others in the position of being unsafe. So I don't know what or how you thought that was a circumstance that warranted you driving, but there's no circumstance that warrants you driving when you were drunk or above the legal limit for alcohol. And as indicated, this is not your first offense, sir. You've been here before.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
The report opines that you scored a moderate low risk, but you had high risk in neighborhood problems. And you scored moderate low risk in leisure activities, substance, and the substance abuse domains, and all other domains were scored low risk. It says that you would benefit from being placed on a relatively short term of probation and to attend and complete a relapse prevention program. The court will adopt the report and recommendation. I will sentence you to a term of 6 months probation at this time. While on probation, there's a $30 per month oversight fee that you're responsible for, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior while you're on probation, and you're not to purchase or possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind. You're not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, marijuana, or any other controlled substance unless you have a valid prescription. Are you clear on that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're going to be required to submit to random preliminary breath tests and or your analysis. You are responsible for the fee associated with that. You're not to be at any bars or any nightclubs while you're on probation. Do you have any questions so far?
No, Your Honor.
I'm going to order that you maintain employment. I'm also going to order that you complete a relapse prevention program. You'll get more information about which programs you're eligible to complete when you discuss this with probation, okay?
Okay.
As to fines and costs, there's a $75 crime victim rights fee that you are responsible for. There's a $50 state minimum cost that you're also responsible for. You owe $866.94 to the Lansing Police Department for OWI cost recovery. Probation for 6 months is going to be $180. We're going to assess a $300 fine. You owe a total of $1,471.94, and you'll be making monthly payments on that balance. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Lastly, there's an advice of rights as to probation. It states you have been placed on a term of probation by the 54A District Court. Your probation conditions have been individually tailored and are specific to address your assessed risks and needs, except for in cases of domestic violence, criminal, sex crime, stalking, or an offense where the defense was guilty but mentally ill was asserted, you may be eligible for early discharge from probation. You have the following rights. You have the right to request early discharge from probation once you have completed half the original term ordered by the judge. Your probation officer may, but is not required to, may request from the judge early termination from or discharge from probation. The probation officer must send to you and to the prosecuting attorney a copy of the notice for early discharge. Prosecuting attorney would then have 14 days from receipt of that notice to file any written objections to early discharge. You may make a request for early discharge yourself after meeting the following conditions. A, you have completed all required probation programming, and B, you have not violated probation within the 90 days preceding your request. You must send a copy of your request to both your probation officer and to the prosecuting attorney. The prosecuting attorney would have 14 days from receipt of that notice to file written objections to early discharge. If a hearing is scheduled to address your request, you would need to hire or retain an attorney. You do not have a right to court-appointed counsel to address you for any hearing for early discharge. Lastly, you would use the MC 512 form, which is the notice regarding eligibility for early discharge from probation, in order to make that request. And that form is located on the court website. Do you have any questions about those rights, sir?
No, Your Honor.
And you'll be in contact with probation so they can go over my order and you'll have to review and sign it. Any additional matters for the record today, counsel?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck to you, Mr. Reese.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Same to you. What's your name? Yeah, probably. I don't see Maldonado's phone. Okay, Ashley Maldonado,
Yes.
we're on the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Ashley Maldonado. This is in file number 22L2735352. Ms. Maldonado, today's the date and time set for a show cause, and that's because you were here back on August
Mm-hmm.
29th. This is a city case. You were here on August 29th, and you had a fine of $125. You were supposed to pay $25 back on September 15th and pay $25 per month until paid in full, but you've not made any payments, ma'am.
Yes, I wanted to apologize. It's kind of embarrassing. I was diagnosed with depression, and I've never been through this before. I kind of neglected all responsibilities. I'm doing a little bit better now, but you know, it's taken a little while to get my medication and everything, you know, to get me feeling back to normal. I still don't, but I kind of neglected everything, like everything. So
I think that's a normal response to dealing with some depression. Hopefully you're getting it under grasp and that you're taking care of your mental health
I'm trying.
and wellness during this time. You don't want to lose yourself, okay, ma'am? Okay, so what are you gonna do to address this so that we don't have to meet under these circumstances anymore?
Yeah, I have to. I mean, I have to do it. So, I guess if I could just I can do the $25. That's never been a problem. Like I said, it just, other things. So I would like to, I guess make a new payment plan, I guess, and continue from there.
Absolutely. When do you think you can make your first $25 payment?
Okay, it's not possible to hold off until next month, is it? To start?
Absolutely. If that's what you need, I'll give you till next month.
Okay, could I do like the middle of next month, like the 15th of next month?
Okay, I'll note here that you'll make your first $25 payment on January 16th, and then you'll
Okay.
pay $25 per month after that, correct?
Yes, ma'am, yes.
Okay. So long as you comply with that, then you won't get another show cause issued.
Okay,
During that time though, ma'am, be sure to take care of yourself, okay?
okay, I thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Okay.
Happy holidays.
You too.
So maybe the public is not coming until 9:30.
You, sir, are Dr. Lincoln, is that right? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Mr. Lincoln, today we take your pre-trial. What I have here is a plea offer, and it says that you will plead guilty to a civil infraction of no plate. That doesn't even go on your driving record. It's just a civil infraction, but the ticket you have to pay for it. Is that your understanding of the offer? Yes, ma'am. And do you wish to accept that offer? Yes, ma'am. And accept responsibility for plate number 257.255 of the original misdemeanor charge. All right, that civil infraction is $130. Sir, when can you pay that? It'll be after the first of the year after our release. At some point when I get back to work. Do you know when you're gonna be released? I believe it'll be Saturday. This coming up Saturday. So in December? Yeah, yes, ma'am. And then you just need time to get your financials in. Absolutely, yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay. Ms. Yates, you're interrupting a hearing. Mute yourself. Be quiet. All right. Sir, yeah, it looks like it says your outdate is on the 10th. That is Saturday, right? Okay. Well, how about I make it January 31st? The last day of January falls on Tuesday. That'll work. Okay, Mr. Lincoln, the last day of January is coming and you don't have all the money. Contact my office to ask for more time. If we don't hear from you and you haven't paid by that day, it still causes the benchmark to start happening. Avoid all of that. Contact my office if it's going to be a problem. Otherwise, we just expect payment by the last day of January, okay? Yes, ma'am. All right. Anything else you want here? Okay, thank you. All right, you're all set there, Mr. Lincoln. Have a good day. You will.
Let me see who's in this. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Cody Sheldon, file number 21-02525 SM. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of People Practice Center, Michigan, Court Rule 8.120.
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of Defendant Cody Sheldon, who is present and standing to my right.
Okay, today was the date and time that was set for a trial. We have adjourned this matter in October to allow Mr. Sheldon to have a screening done for mental health court at 55th. We're still waiting for that.
Yes, Your Honor. Right now, I am coordinating with the probation officer, Jesse Vessinen, to have him screened by her today. And then hopefully he can get down to CMH and get the clinical evaluation. Typically, after that, it would take only a few weeks to consider him for mental health court, because we are going to still have it through the holidays and only the last week in December. So just another 30 days, Your Honor. Should be good.
Sounds good. January 9th at 9:30. Do you have any questions today, sir? Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
None for defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you. With Zarka, are you ready to go on the record?
I'll speak with Mr. Zarka afterwards, Your Honor. We can go on the record and ready.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus James Anthony Zarka, file number 22-01659 SM. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant, James Zarka, who is appearing separately from the Lincoln County Jail.
Okay, and Mr. Zarka, today's the date that was scheduled for a pretrial. We set this matter previously to allow there to be a global resolution. I think it said that at the time, at least in October, there were several felonies pending. How are we proceeding at this time?
Your Honor, the referral to the drug court in 54B is still pending. We are still waiting for Ms. Eisler. I don't even I'm pretty sure, I'm not even sure if he's been screened yet, Your Honor. I apologize. Again, I will go over that with Mr. Zarka, and then I will follow up Miss Eisler. But that's what is still the plan, is to screen him and see if he's eligible for drug court.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll give you a 30-day adjournment.
Thank you.
January 9th at 10 a.m. Do you have any questions today, Mr. Zarka?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I just need to speak to my attorney.
Okay, she's gonna give you a call later.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay, you're all set, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. I believe this is Ramona Hunter, I believe is here, and we have
Your Honor, I should be able to proceed with Ms. Hunter after I receive information about any offer of restitution. Mr. Driggs, I would like a breakout room with him just to.
Okay, sounds good. Did they get their next court date?
Yeah.
They're waiting on me.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Mr. Dollars. Who's with the court for the holidays?
That's the middle of 200.
You get a chance.
Okay.
You do something really
But we
important.
need
Go my desk and get that.
Yeah. I put that up. Got it.
Huh?
I kept waiting.
I know, you know, the problem is I have, it's in there.
They don't. Wait. Less than 200.
Okay, I will have to speak with Ms. Hunter and a breakout.
No problem.
All of them.
Yeah, but you're gonna take one out. It's a weapon. Ms. Hunter, your attorney is going to speak with you briefly, okay?
Thank you.
No problem.
You seen those little Christmas trees at Glenn's?
Yeah, my daughter.
I love them in my office. But I'm not really.
Okay, we ready with Ms. Hunter?
Yes.
We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Ramona Hunter. File number is 22-01857. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Ramona Hunter, who is appearing by Zoom.
Okay, today's the date set for a pre-trial. Let's see here. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, there is a plea at this time that Ms. Hunter is going to accept. It's an attempt to the count one of malicious destruction of a building under $200. There is a stipulation to restitution in the amount of $241 to, I believe the prosecutor can speak to that, but Your Honor, Ms. Hunter would like to accept.
Attempted malicious destruction of a building less than 200.
Yes.
That's correct, Your Honor. I'm working at the police chief right now. Your Honor.
Very good. Ms. Hunter, did you hear the offer? It was for you to plead guilty to an added count 2 of an attempted malicious destruction of a building less than 200. You discussed that offer with your attorney already?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And you want to accept that offer today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Okay, Ms. Hunter, you have the right in this matter to proceed to a trial, and you have the right to have a jury trial. At the time of trial, you have the right to remain silent and not have silence be used against you. You have the right to the presumption of innocence, and you are innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to have the prosecution bring sufficient evidence to prove each element of the charge being brought against you. They have to prove each element at trial beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to see, hear, or question any other witnesses the prosecution intends to call. And you have the right to call your own witnesses to trial or present evidence that you believe would further an offense to this charge. In order to accept the offer and plead guilty to the added count 2 of malicious destruction of a building less than $200, you would need to give up your rights that I just listed there. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty today?
No, ma'am.
Has there been any promises to you in exchange for you waiving your rights and pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Are you currently on probation or parole?
No, I'm at a drug rehab program, but I put myself here.
Okay, and do you understand that a guilty plea could result in a conviction that you may need to report to either your current employer or to a future employer?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, you understand that a guilty plea could result in a conviction that may have an impact on any immigration or travel status that you may be seeking?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. And you're pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, I am.
You understand that this is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of 45 days in jail and or $250?
Yes.
Okay. As to the added count 2 of attempted malicious destruction of a building less than 200, how do you plead, ma'am?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
On a factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Hunter, on March 21st of 2022, were you at the Porter Apartments at 505 Townsend Street in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and were you there on that day? Did you maliciously or willfully destroy or injure a part of the building, particularly a fire extinguisher case?
Yes, I did.
All right, and was and do you don't dispute that the amount of damage was roughly $241?
I agree with that.
Your Honor, no further questions.
Any questions from the prosecution?
Nothing from the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I will accept your plea if find your plea be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Any objection to immediate sentencing?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
You can address the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Hunter, I believe she said she did 5 or 6 days in jail for this offense. And then she reports that she committed herself to Bear River for 90 days back on, what was it, November 10th. So she's done about a month there. She's going to do another 60 days. But Your Honor, we would just ask the court to waive any discretionary fines and costing.
Thank you. The sentence will be credit time served. It will be in order for restitution owed in the amount of $241. I'll waive any discretionary fines and costs. I'll refer restitution to collections, and you need to contact our collections department after you're released from Bear River, okay? So that you can get on a payment plan. Do you understand that?
Yes, that's the collections department.
Yes, at the court.
And I pay $250?
$241.
Okay. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
No problem. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. Mr. Drakes. Good morning, Brandon Jaeger.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Do you have an attorney?
I was going with a court appointed up until now.
Okay, so you did request court appointed counsel?
I don't remember what I said to him in the last time that I spoke, like the last hearing I was in.
Okay, our records reflect that you declined court appointed counsel.
Okay, then yeah, that might have been what I said.
Okay,
So
and are you still declining court appointed counsel today?
I'll take it if available.
Okay. If you want to have court appointed counsel, we would have to have you do an intake to see if you're eligible to be represented by their office, okay?
We can just proceed and
Okay, that's up to you. I mean, this is a dog unlicensing case. I'm just gonna be quite frank. Typically, the offer is for you to get the licensing situation squared away, and the prosecution would move to dismiss. But it's up to you if you have some other underlying factors that you know about that you may need to have an attorney to represent you on, okay?
oh no, I'm fine with proceeding then. I've the licensing and everything's all been taken care of, so
Oh, very
sounds
good. We'll have the prosecutor log in and you can show documentation of that, okay?
Okay, is there any way, because I'm trying to remember where I have the paper, but I know I went down to animal control and had them print me one out. I think it's in the car though, so I might have to run out there and grab it.
Oh, okay, if you want to go and do that now.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm gonna set the phone down and I'll run and go.
No problem.
Take a
We'll
look
put your
for
device
that.
on mute in the meantime.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I have found the dog license.
Okay, give me
it
just a moment,
does.
sir.
Okay, no problem.
Are you ready?
No problem, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
We're on the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Travis Lee Driggs. I have file numbers 22-00190, 22-02151, 22-02239. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Travis Briggs, who's appearing separately by Zoom.
Okay, today's date and time set for pre-trials on each files. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, currently my office only represents Mr. Driggs on the domestic violence. On that, I don't believe there is an offer, and we would be requesting it be set for a final pre-trial and jury trial. Mr. Driggs is also here on a driving while license suspended, and it's my understanding that after talking with him that he is fine with that just being set 30 days out. He has a should be just one no proof ticket he needs to pay off for to clear that.
Okay, we want that TWLS reset and the other two set for final.
Yes, the driving while license set reset 30 days out, and the domestic violence set for final pre-trial.
Okay, Mr. Driggs, do you have a home address?
Yes.
You care to share it with us?
Yeah, I'm sorry, you're just breaking up a little bit. 11170 North Mission, Clare, Michigan, 48617.
He also has a new number to report to you.
I'm sorry?
He also has a new phone number to report.
Oh, wonderful. What's your phone number?
313-797-8639.
You got his address. Oh, very good. Have any date? For the final pre-trial and the driving while license, we can do January 9th at time of the final pre-trial. Okay, we'll set everything for January 9th at 8 a.m. It'll be a pre-trial on the driving while license is suspended. But then you'll also have a final pre-trial on the two domestic violence cases at the same time. So that's in person at the court, okay?
Okay.
Your jury trial will proceed on February 6th at 8 o'clock in the morning in person at the court, okay?
Okay, February 6th. What court?
54A District Court.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay, any additional matters for the record today, council?
Nothing from the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing for defense. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you on January 9th, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Same to you.
Said things in February, that was scaring me.
If you want to log in for Mr.
I'm in and ready to be admitted, Your Honor.
Very good.
More here.
February 6th.
Did Deshaun Allen show up? It's.
Yeah.
Huh? Sorry, did I catch that? No.
No, they did not.
Looks like he's been represented too.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brandon Jaeger, file number 22-02680 SM, council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Okay, Mr. Jaeger is present via Zoom without counsel. He met with you privately. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Yeager showed me a valid dog license, and at this time, the people will be dismissing the charge. Your Honor.
Very good. This case will be dismissed. You're all set, Mr. Jaeger.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You as well.
I do, it's in my drawer.
Yeah, okay. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jamel Oliver, file number is 2038157652. Mr. Oliver, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can.
Okay, today's the date that was set for a show cause, although this matter was scheduled for show cause at 9:15. Did you get the time mixed up?
Yeah, I had a physical therapy appointment, so I was trying to do both, and I got the 2 times mixed up.
Okay. Okay, this matter was scheduled for show cause because you were here back on October 11th and you agreed to pay $20 the following Thursday, and that you, excuse me, would make payments of $20 bi-weekly until paid in full. It looks like you haven't made any payments, sir.
Yeah, I know that, Your Honor. I'm not working right now. I got hurt at work, so I'm collecting disability. So I'm literally living check to check. I don't have any extra money. I'm trying. I don't drink or anything, so I can't collect bottles and take them back or anything like that. And the little help that I got is going straight to my bills. I'm literally living check to check. I'm not getting the full percentage of my check that I was when I was working.
Right, I recognize it. I think you indicated to the court back on the 11th that you were on workman's comp. And that was how you crafted the payment plan. And unfortunately, you were still driving without an expired license, and so you accrued this amount of money. So you have to figure something out. I don't know what your
This was
plan
from
is. What I will
2 years
do.
ago.
I'm sorry.
I said, and this was from 2 years ago, and I thought I had paid all these fines when I paid the ones that I paid to get my license back reinstated.
Yeah, unfortunately, you had not dealt with this matter. And so 2 years later, it's still lingering. I'm going to note here again, to refer to collections, you need to contact the collections department and you can make a payment plan with them consistent with your financial situation, because I don't know what's going on with your finances, and they can get more information from you, okay?
Okay. So now this is in collections?
I'm referring to the court collections department. That's not the same as collections. Like, it's not something that's going to put your credit report.
Okay.
Okay. You know how long you're going to be on workers' comp, or are you unclear at this time?
I'm unclear. I'm told that I may not get back to work until the middle of the end of the new year.
Okay, sounds good. I'm noting here in the file about your situation. You need to contact collections by January, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Lee, are you ready on Flores?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, we are ready to proceed.
Well, the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Gabriela Flores, I have 3 files, file numbers 22-026949596. Counsel appearance.
Yeah, I'm Ryan on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Gabriela Flores.
Okay, today was the date and time set for pre-trials. I have 3 dog license vaccination charges. How are we proceeding on these?
Your Honor, Ms. Flores is working towards getting all 3 dogs licensed. Before being licensed, they all have to be vaccinated. At this point, she has gotten 1 dog vaccinated and she has an appointment for the other 2 dogs to get vaccinated at the end of the month. Therefore, we're asking for a 60-day continuance to allow her time to complete the vaccination process and get the dogs licensed.
February 6th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense.
Thank you.
You're all set. Thank you. Where is Mr. Nichols? You said Mr. Nichols was here?
This is little box on Zoom.
Let's see.
Let's see his face.
Oh, Scott Nichols, it says he's here. There he goes. Mr. Nichol, are you there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Have you heard from Mr. Abdullah?
I have not.
Okay, originally we had a writ out, but we were informed that he was released. He has not presented himself to court today.
It's my understanding he was released from Clinton County Jail, and after serving his sentence up there, I have not been able to get in touch with him since he was released.
Okay, I'm gonna issue a bench warrant bond forfeiture, but I will hold it for 48 hours.
All right, if he does reach out to me, I will let the court know.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
That's all we have for the morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's all I have until 1:30.